bear with me, folks. This is one of them games that I just couldn't get right at the beginning. It's a lot of kill die madness. I just would kill a guy, die, kill a guy, die. I couldn't get my aim right. Like, you know when you're in your zone and like you aim, like as soon as you zoom in, you aim right on the guy. You're just in your zone, your instinct and kicked in and you're just on it. That was not happening for the beginning of this match. It was actually the opposite. I would have to adjust mid-shot and I couldn't stay on the guys. I just was off my game. My team was losing, but for some reason I stayed in this match. Now, I don't usually, like, if I get into a match and I'm losing, everything just doesn't feel right, and yeah, I have no shame in just quitting. I'll just leave the match, and if I'm just not feeling right, like I can't get my aim at all, I'll just quit and, you know, play something else or just not play the game today. I just figure it's just not a good game, a good day to play, so I'll just get off. If it's just like I'm getting a whole bunch of hit markers or something like that, I used to just go to another server. Then, you know, 95% of the time it is that. Like if I'm getting a whole bunch of hit markers, it's usually that. But I can tell when that's going on, and I thought I could vault over that, but you can't. So that's what that was about. But for some reason this day I decided to stay. I do this randomly. I don't know why. Maybe I just wanted to finish a match, or maybe I had faith in the team. I don't know. I don't really know what made me stay. But you see, I'm still kill dying. I run to one guy and I run to another guy. But I think I'm actually something magic happens. I get lucky. The Medal of Honor gods feel sorry for me and they decide to let me live, because now that I've had those bad 5 or 6 deaths in a row, for some reason I don't get killed anymore. I don't know what happened. My team even, well, we're still losing right now, which is a little depressing. But you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Maybe the whole team was just in the same funk I was in, and which leads kind of to the topic of the commentary, which is I've heard, I don't know how widespread this is, but I've heard this a lot before, that some people will judge you based on how often you stay in matches. I've heard it a lot on every shooter. I've definitely, on every shooter I've ever played, period, for just about, if I get into a match and leave, and like maybe it's a clan or a party on the other team and they're just stomping the team that I was on, it's not unlikely to get some type of contact from that team asking me why I quit. And DC has stories like that too, where, you know, you get hated on for leaving. Now, sometimes when I've left, even it's been because I got kicked out of the server, but they thought, you know, that I quit. I don't really understand the logic behind that, being that yeah, I guess because everybody plays for different reasons. I just don't have that sense of what I call gamer honor when it comes to that. Like, if I go halfway in, like if I go into a match and I go halfway in and my team's already like getting stomped, like it's just they're getting destroyed already, it's very unlikely that I'm gonna take it upon myself to carry that team to victory. I'm usually just gonna quit. I'm not gonna stay in that match because that's not my loss. If I hop into a game where they're already losing, then I don't feel any responsibility to take that loss with them. And I don't feel like you should either. If you get into a match and you just want to quit, then quit. And that's how I feel about it. I mean, you pay this money to have fun with the game, and really, Like there's no logical way to explain why you would deserve to you know, stay in that match and take that loss. You know, it's one thing, say if you're in a match from the start and you know you're in there fighting and it's a close match and you just end up losing. Maybe you don't get your super high KD like you usually do because the team's fairly, you know, fairly evenly matched with you, and so y'all are kill down. I'm more likely to stay in a match like that. I'll stay in there, and I've even been known to message the other team and tell them good game. Like the guys who I'm going back and forth with, I'll message them and be like, yo, that was a good game, man. You really held your own. And I made a couple of friends on live doing that. But if you hop into a match and they are already just being stomped, like spawn trapped, already being stomped, and it's just your team clearly has been stuck there for a while, it doesn't make you any less of a person to leave that match. You do not have to, like some people are like, well, if you're good enough, you'll leave the spawn trap. That's not your responsibility. You didn't get spawn trapped. The team got spawn trapped, not you. You just happened to get into a game where they were already spawn trapped. So, you know, I'll quit matches like that. And that wasn't the case of this match. This match, I started from the beginning, and we managed to claw back. And I started going like I didn't get killed at all, and I got back on it, got back into my zone. But I have gotten feedback playing all games that I play where some people just, they seem to be against quitting. So I guess I just wanted to ask, how do y'all feel about that? Do you have to stay in the match to be, I don't even know what to call it, honorable? Like, I don't know, honor in video games just sounds ridiculous. But you see this, I pull out the ultimate comeback right here at the end where I pull out this Apache. I don't know how I went from kill die to straight killer, but I managed to pull it off. And then if you look at that, the team managed to slide in right at the end and take the match. So we end up winning a very close match. Shout out to everybody on the other team, because that was not easy, actually. You know, the scoreboard sometimes just does not tell the story. You look at the scoreboard and think that me and my team dominated, but as y'all saw, it was actually a pretty hard match at the beginning. So I don't know, let me know what y'all think. Take it easy.